light over here. Y'all gotta be turned this way. Get you away from the sun. What's going on? Got me some Popeyes, red beans and rice. Oh. Some chicken. I love the red beans and rice. They're good. Delicious. Hi, Sabrina. Thank you for sharing my video. Hey, Rosalind. Did you get a notification? I doubt you did. Thank you. Did y'all get a notification? Happy to have you. You subscribed. Make sure you turn your bell on so you'll get my notifications when I come on. Thank you. Appreciate it. Y'all hear about how they say they got a new scam going around? They said that if you get Amazon mail and stuff like that, be careful with your packages and stuff that come through the mail. Hey Isabel, be careful with your mail and stuff like that come through the mail. And if you know you didn't order it, then they said it's a package that come in the mail. It's like something small, some chicken and red beans and rice from Popeyes. But so they said it's a package that come in the mail, be like a small order. That's good, Ms. Rosamond. They said that in that package it have like this little QR code. Y'all know the little QR codes that be on everything now, like the little square box thing, and you scan it. And it was like, if you scan it, that's the way that they is hacking your bank accounts and stuff, wiping out your bank accounts if you scan that barcode. And you know, a lot of people, they're gonna be pretty curious, because once you receive a package in the mail that you know that you didn't order, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you get that little thing and it tell you to scan it for whatever reason. You're gonna be curious to scan it because you don't know what the package is about. So just letting y'all know, don't be scanning stuff, because they wiping out your bank accounts like that. Yep. A lot of stuff going on around here. Ridiculous. This world just getting crazier and crazier. You heard about it? Damn. I don't know what it's about, but like, do y'all ever notice like those commercials that be coming on? The little ads and stuff. If you know what I'm talking about. Like, there's this one ad that show, and you remember the ad, it's like, when you taking a vacation, why go to a motel where there's going to be a bunch of kids at? And remember, it was like 3 women that, it was like, it's like a cartoon commercial, you know? Of 3 ladies that was going on vacation. But it was basically about, like, not booking their, you know, a hotel with a bunch of kids. Book somewhere. I think it was about an Airbnb or something like that. I forget. But anyway, or relax and stay, right? So that commercial used to be of 3 cartoon white women. Now they done switched the commercial up to a mixed family. I don't know what that's about, but I just noticed the change in it. And then it was another commercial that they were showing. In the commercial, I forget what it was, but it was in the commercial all the while had been in English. What I do with my water? But now this commercial is showing Spanish. Can't even understand what they're saying. So I'm like, what are these people doing? Is that their way and letting people know, like the one that has switched up the commercial to the mixed couples, is that their way of letting you know that they support black community and stuff like that. Especially like with all that's going on and stuff. hmm And also like the one commercial where they had switched it up from it, being in English, same as that commercial, but now they showing the commercial in Spanish. So I'm like, okay, is that their way of showing that they support the Hispanic community and stuff? Like, I pay attention to stuff like that. And it sounds crazy to people that they not aware. They don't be paying attention to stuff. But I pay attention to a lot of stuff that really don't make sense to other people. I pay attention to stuff. They trying to tell you something. And I believe that's what they're trying to tell you, like they support those communities or whatever, because they ain't trying to lose out. They ain't trying to lose out on no money. Hmm. So we're supposed to be having some nice weather all next week though. Supposed to be in like the 70s. 70, 78. I think one of the days gonna be 78. I got me a slight little headache. I'm glad I did took me some pills before I went to the club last night. Took me some Tylenol. Cause baby, I would have had me a terrible hangover today. The way cause my head kind of throbbing a little bit. So hopefully, and I'm glad I came home and cooked something to eat. Cause that probably helped too. I was on live last night cooking. All them trolls and stuff was up in the live. But always in Dutch, they must consist of diverse actors. And they should. You do. You definitely do. Because they be trying to tell you through these movies and these little TV shows, cartoons, commercials. They be trying to tell you stuff. You gotta pay attention. I'm paying attention. In the club last night, go to the bathroom. Folks so nasty. Go in there, they use the bathroom. The whole floor just flooded. Boo boo and the stuff everywhere in the bathroom on the floor. Just nasty. I told my mama, I said, boy, I tell you, These girls that be dressing like boys, they sure getting good. One of them had done fooled me. I was in the bathroom. No, I was going in the bathroom. Time I walked in, I see from what I thought was a man standing there with the hair all right here. Was looking like a dude. Had it lined up and everything. Then who I thought was a he go to talking, I realized it was a she. I was like, dang, she had me fooled. I'm thinking she was a whole boy just up in here just holding a good old conversation. I'm like, dang, they just let the men up in here now, like just let them in. Like this unisex bathroom. Not I know it's unisex, but for the men they be trying to be like women and stuff, but I'm talking about just for the men to just go in there if they wanted to and stuff. That's what I thought was going on. So I'm like, dang. I'm like, I'm like, this man, he just standing up in here. They all just standing around in the little hurt or whatever, just holding them a good old conversation, honey, having them a good time. Didn't realize it was a whole woman child. She had on took. You got to be vigilant. Look, she had on took her whole little mustache here. Had done not mustache, but her chin hair, and had done. I can't remember. I think it was going around a little bit too, and had done took all that and had done lined it up and shaved it up and stuff. Where we're looking, we're looking just like a man. I'm like, boy, they getting good, honey. One of them had fooled me like that a couple weeks ago. I'm sitting dead in her face. I couldn't tell if she was a boy or girl. Because she sounded like a boy and everything. I'm just looking. When you ain't used to it, seeing them and stuff, you just be looking and just be looking. You just be looking. I'm just looking. I'm thinking to myself, because we was actually out of town, and yeah, so I'm sitting across the table from him, and I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, is this a boy or girl? I couldn't tell. So I'm like, so then she was like, well, I'm a, what she said? She said, I'm a, what she call herself? I forgot what term she used, but anyway, she had referred to whatever she was. She was like, well, I'm such and such or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay. I was thinking, that's what I said to myself. I was like, oh, okay. Because I was trying to figure it out, honey. I thought she was a boy the whole time. I thought she was a boy. She had her some little braids in her head and all that. I'm like, boy, they is getting good. I'm telling you, they fooling people. So imagine if the girls can fool you like that. Imagine how these men is really fooling these men and stuff. Like, they getting good. They is getting real good. But that's their life. They do what they want to do. It just, I don't never get out the house. I don't ever really get out the house and be around, people like that and stuff. And so, when I get out, it just be shocking me. Because, I guess because I don't get to see it on the regular or something. I don't know. But, it just be shocking me. I be like, dang. They really out here changing themselves. I don't think that this is no scene to be in right about now. Talking about dating and stuff. You gotta be careful. To me. And I guess because I'm kind of like old school in a way, you know? Kind of old school. So, like, nowadays, I don't think people think about diseases and stuff. It's almost like they don't care. You don't even cross their mind. Because the stuff that they be out here doing and stuff. This is new age stuff. Would have never thought that, you know, tricking would have just been a thing, you know? Just modern day prostitution. And it's just a thing. It's a thing they doing. And they don't even care. I don't get it. I really don't. Like, tricking is not the thing to do. Like, if tricking is a thing to do, like, imagine, like, shoot, maybe, I'm gonna say it's probably been what, oh, just imagine, like, 10 years from now, what's gonna be the thing, you know? Something else probably gonna be the thing. Mm-mm. I don't want no parts of it. Mm-mm. What, this new thing? Hmm. Every now and then I just be wanting to get out and, you know, just go to the club and stuff like that, but it really ain't my thing to do. And when I get there, I about don't be wanting to be there. But I spend my money, so I just stay. But you know, sometimes you just be want to get out. But it's nothing like it used to be. It ain't. And I say this every time I go. But it's nothing like it used to be. Don't know the music. I don't know the music. And I don't like when like it be a whole bunch of younger people. And I be saying young, but man, Lord Jesus. Yeah, I don't have enough of that. I'm eating leftover chicken, and I really do not care for leftover chicken at all. Especially if I don't take it and throw it back in the grease. Mm-mm. It was just something to fill on my stomach. But, yeah, it just ain't the same. It ain't the same at all. But, I used to like to go when it was the older people, you know. I be seeing like the younger people, but like they be young. They be young. Some of them be in their 20s, but but they also be in like their 30s and probably early 40s and like when you like all the rap and the bouncing around music and all that music that just don't make sense and and stuff like that. You know, that's when I be like young people, young people. Which now don't get me wrong now. I do my little bouncing around too, but it's only to like the songs that I know or done heard of that I feel like I know a little bit of. I'm gonna enjoy myself. I don't just sit down. I'm just not one of the ones that I'm gonna just sit down the whole time. I don't do that. I do enjoy myself, but it's still just different. It's just different. It's not fun like it used to be. Right. And then it's like I think they like the more people the better for them. Oh. Like last night, oh my goodness. It was so crowded, y'all. I mean, you couldn't about move to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back. That's how crowded it was. Like you couldn't even move around. Too many people up in there. And they just standing all up on you and y'all should have seen me. I had my little fan and I got the fan blowing on me because I was hot. But I had my head turned away from the front fan because I'm over here thinking about all the germs up in the building blowing in my face. ah, I came home last night, baby. I took me a good old shower. And so when I got out of the shower, I was like, babe, where the Lysol at? Babe, where the Lysol? Babe, tell me something, what you need the Lysol for? I said, because I'm finna spray my hair. I just felt so like full of germs, like ugh, like no, all that smoking stuff, You don't know what they smoking. They probably over there got stuff laced and all of that right there, and you just breathing all that stuff in. Don't even know what they smoking and stuff. Like, But they let them smoke. They let them smoke in these clubs because they know if they don't let them smoke, they ain't gonna make no money. Ain't nobody really going to no clubs if you ain't letting them smoke up in there. So, mm-mm, mm, like I don't, especially not all up under me too. Mm-mm, no, but like I said, I get out and I do be having a good time, but that just ain't my get out. That ain't my get out. Now we went to a comedy club. What was that? About 2 weeks ago, we went to the comedy club. Yeah. Now, when I was in there, everybody was spread it out. It was an older crowd. Um, it was some younger people that came up in there. They probably was like in their 30s. If it was somebody up in their 20s, they definitely blended in. Um, but they was definitely in their 30s, and it wasn't like really crowded. They had a nice little setup with the couches and the chairs and the stage where the people was up there doing the little comedy and all that stuff like that. And they had a bar for the where you do the drink, go and get your drink set, and the bathrooms was clean, and it smelled good in the bathrooms, and that makes a difference. That makes a difference to me. The people in there, they was nicely dressed, like all they tail one hanging out, and like it was it was a nice vibe. Like some of them had their little suits on and stuff. I liked it that. I really did. I was telling my husband, I was like, nah, this is me right here. He was like, this you see. My husband, he kind of like the opposite of me. I'm more like now. See, I used to be wild. I used to be wild back in my 20s, but and yeah, in my 30s too. But I done calmed down a lot. I don't do all that no more. Hey, Shatika, y'all hit the like button for me if you're coming in and you care to hit the like button if you don't mind. But like when I was in my 20s and early early 30s. But I don't calm down a whole lot. Like that's just not my thing no more. And so my husband, like he a little different from me. He like the crowds and he like the music and stuff like that. But he's a partier. He love to party. But he just like me too in a way because I don't think he be realizing he still have this energy to just keep going, but he don't realize it until after he get there that the environment is different to him because he be just like me sometimes, like in a way. He'll get in there and he be about ready to go before me. And he be like, man, I don't know. He told me, man, I don't know none of this music. But he got that spunk to him where he want to still go. But when he go, it's like he be sitting down bored. He'll get up and dance. Like I said, he'll get up and he'll dance to his music that he know, the music that made sense to him. But when they start playing all that music he don't know, he just be sitting down, be sitting back looking at me. And I be like, I be looking at him and I be saying to myself, this what his ass be want, but now he want to sit down. But it's just, it ain't my thing. So I told him when we was at the little lounge or whatever. I was like, now this my type of vibe right here. Grown people, or we just minding our own business. You know, it wasn't all that rowdiness and it was just a vibe for me. And so he was like, and you like this? I'm like, yeah, I like this. This is my vibe. So it was like, but that type of vibe for him, he had like, it was like, I don't really know if I think he liked it, but it was just kind of like too laid back for him because my husband, he the type, his ass to go to sleep in a minute, especially when he sit down too long. He'll go to sleep in a minute. So He about laid over like he about sleeping, sleepy as hell. So I don't know. Hey, Miss Tanya. So yeah, but I wouldn't mind going to something like that. Like comedy. They had one here too. It was a They had this one club. It didn't stay open late, and it was just like a vibe like that. Older people, they come in, they suits on, or they dressy, and and like the inside of it, like my brick on my fireplace, the inside was like that. It was real nice. It was real nice. And like when you first walk in, it was like a big area, and they had like the bar up there at the front, but nobody really was up there. They just go up there to like order their drinks and stuff, or maybe if they want to sit at the bar or something. But and then they had like a few little couches up there in the front, if you want to sit down on or whatever, just a little vibe. Then you go on to the back part, and it was almost set up like a comedy club, where they had a stage, because like certain nights they had stuff like that going on. But the person ended up passing away that was running that, and so I guess it had shut down for a long time, but somebody else had took it over. But it's just, and I don't know what they doing up in there with it now, but it just ain't been. I guess it ain't the same. I guess they've been trying to get it going, but ain't nobody coming, and they probably ain't going because they probably ain't trying to have all them young people up in there shutting their stuff down. Like just recently, they got this building here where you can have events and stuff like that at, and I guess it's this person be renting it out, and be having like club night and stuff, right? And so I don't know how regular they was doing that, but it was they started getting all the young people over there, and then next thing you know, out of nowhere, some boys just came shooting over there and stuff, and had done what was it? I guess they was mad about not being able to get in or something. It was, I don't know. But my sister, she had ended up going there that night, and right before they had, like, she said she literally left a few minutes before it actually happened, because the same dudes that she think did it, they was the ones that had walked right past her with them guns and stuff in their hand. And she was like, oh heck no. She said, I'm finna go. She said, I don't know what the world going on. She said, well, I'm finna go. So uh she was like, good thing she did, because by the time she left, that right there happened. They went to shooting up stuff or whatever. But see, that's the reason why I don't like hanging around young people right now, because it ain't the fact that they just want to be, they just wild and stuff. It's just they don't know how to act, and they be ready to fight all over anything. You bump into them, and they know the crowd is full, and you bump into them, they get an attitude, ready to fight, or well, they don't even want to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? They wanna be shooting and stuff. So um, just silly, and I don't have time for that. I don't. I love me too much to be out there, be amongst them, when I could have kept myself at home and out of harm's way. Mm-mm. So, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's just ridiculous the way it's ridiculous the way this world is going, though, for real. You just don't know. You don't even know what's next. Sad. Really is sad. And anytime you try to have something, it's always the young ones that mess it up. Always. They barely even got clothes to go to right here now, because they done messed up. They just done messed it all up. They done messed it up. Pool halls and all. Just done messed it up. It's just a shame. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's ridiculous. hmm I don't even know what to say about them. Mm-mm. I mean, always into something. I've never been the type of person that just was always into mess, always in drama and never cared to be a part of none of that stuff. Never cared to be a part of just being in the mix. Just how you got the ones they got to have them a crew. They got to have them a group of people that they hang with, like the ones that they just got to have a whole heap of friends. I've never. I guess hold on, okay, but yeah, I've never been that type to have to be a part of, have a group. Mm-mm. I had a friend when I was younger, and she was a friendly person, but she was too friendly. Like, she was one of the ones that always had to have a lot of friends. She always had to I mean, just always had to have a lot of friends and girls at that. That was not my thing. Mm-mm. For one, growing up, I didn't even really like girls like that. You know what I'm saying? I rather hang out with boys than I did girls because the girls they always was full of drama. You know, and so even when I got older, I was still the same way. I'd rather be around men than women. I was just like that. Like, but nah, I'd rather be to myself. I'd rather be by myself. I don't need no friends. Mm-mm. It'll be nice if you had like that one friend that was similar to how you act. You know what I'm saying? But it's very rare that you find that. And I'm gonna tell you why, because they ass sitting at home too. They sitting at home too, trying to stay out of harm's way. So you ain't gonna I'm about ain't gonna find nobody like me because they just like me. They barely get out the house. They barely get out the house, honey. So that's why we got so many people here. I guess that's why people love the internet now. They love looking at YouTube and all that stuff they be looking at. Which ain't no wrong with it because it help you stay out of trouble. So stay out the way. So yeah, I'd rather stay out the way. But I see we got 84 people in here, but I don't know if this is my regulars or not. I'm guessing this probably not my regular. Some of y'all coming in. Miss Tanya, did you get a notification? I want to know if y'all getting y'all notifications. I'm kind of feeling like y'all probably ain't getting y'all notifications, and they probably like throwing me some people up in here, which I appreciate all y'all that's here looking. But I think they're not sending out my notifications because I had a video on here from when I was at the club last night. And that's how it got to be. Some just told you to come. Yeah, I feel like they ain't sending out my notifications. I think they kind of like they got something going on with me. You know how they do when you be playing music and stuff. So I'm gonna have to do a little couple videos before I actually get that right. But uh yeah, that's how I got to be. Because you let people in your house and start coming over and stuff. Hey Janetta, you didn't get no notification either. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a couple videos. That's what's gonna have to happen. Y'all probably ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna have to do a couple videos and then y'all will probably start back getting y'all notifications. But I didn't think they was gonna mess with me, but I guess they picked up on the music. But I really didn't. I didn't really know if they was gonna be able to pick up on, the music and stuff like that was playing. Cause I kept muting the video in and out. Hey Daniel, I see some people is coming. I see some. Well, y'all was probably already there. Uh, but yeah, did you get a notification, Daniel? But yeah, I think they kind of like they knocked y'all notifications off. They gonna be like, nah, I told you, you ain't got no business playing no music. You saw I was live. Uh huh. Yeah, yeah. They knocked y'all notifications off. So I'm probably gonna have to do at least about 3 lives, I think, and then y'all might start making y'all notifications. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You after doing about 3 videos, y'all probably start getting them again. I'm trying to um I'm trying to get y'all to hit that like button, and maybe if I get my likes up to a certain number, they might start sending out my notifications. I don't know. So we will see. I be wanting to show y'all, like the little stuff I be doing when I be out having a good time and stuff like that. But it don't do nothing but hurt me in the end because when music and stuff is playing, you know, they don't like that, and I be trying to like, you know, let y'all listen to the music a little bit in and out, but they still be picking it up. So, you know, but that just comes with doing YouTube. Thank you, Dang. I appreciate you. What you said now? Uh-huh. I appreciate you. But yeah, so what I'm about to do is I hate to end this live because I do want to see if I get my likes up, if it'll come back through. But I think I'm gonna end this live, but I'm gonna come right back though. But I know y'all ain't gonna get no notifications. I just gotta do a couple lives so y'all can start getting y'all notifications. She said, turn y'all notifications back on because they might be off. I know it, Janetta. I know it. It does. It mess with my money all the time. It mess with me all the time. But I just be wanna. I don't know. I just be wanting to bring y'all along sometimes. When you're a content creator, you just be always thinking about content, 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 content. Always thinking about content because that's like being a content creator. It literally is your life. It literally is your life. After doing, you, you know, being a content creator, you realize like It's your life because you was really in control of, partly, I'm gonna say partly, in control of, how well you do each month and stuff. So, you gotta create your revenue, you know. So it ain't easy. So it's good to be in a habit of, you know, um, always thinking to record and stuff because that's a good thing to have. Like being in the habit of always picking up the camera to record because that's what you got to do. You can't not just be doing stuff and don't be recording it. Like you missing out on content, you know. So yeah. So that's what it be a lot of times too. I'm just always thinking about my content, my content, my content. Like no matter what I'm doing, I'm always thinking about my content. And then a lot of times, like I won't even cook certain things because I'm like content. I gotta make my content. Like I gotta make this so they can see. You know. Same to you, Miss Robin. I thought about starting a channel to show my life as a single mom with a totally disabled child, but after seeing people come for you and others, I don't think I will. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all like I'm gonna be honest with you. Honestly, I kind of think like if I would have knew that doing YouTube would be like this, I probably would have never got into it. I probably would have never got into it because if you not going to be doing something that's going to be bringing you thousands of dollars each month, in a way, it's not worth it. Especially if you ain't making them thousands and your purpose isn't to be an inspiration to someone or company to somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it because this really is a dangerous job and people really don't understand that. And I didn't know that before I started doing this. I didn't really know that the internet was like this. I really didn't. Because that's why I tell y'all like I love to watch YouTube because that's what I was. Like I was just a person that just liked to watch who I like to watch all the time. And then one day I just picked up the camera and recorded a video. And no, but one day I just picked up the camera and just recorded a video and don't nobody else say it neither. But one day I just picked up the camera and started recording a video and it just happened like that. And I just kept going, not even knowing what I was doing, honestly, not even knowing what I was doing. I just did it. But a lot of things I wish I would not have done. If I can go back and change it, a lot of things I wish I wouldn't have done. And it probably would have helped me in the long run. But I just didn't know. I really didn't know no better. And, even watching other people lives and stuff like that, and it would be like, oh, trolls this or trolls that. I didn't even understand what trolls was, you know? Yeah, yeah. I didn't even understand what trolls was, you know? And I was on YouTube just, watching lives and stuff and didn't even understand what trolls was. And those people, they watch you so much to the point where if you don't know no better as a viewer, you would think that these people know them. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I used to think. So I used to think that when those people used to come in there in people's lives and stuff and be saying the stuff that they be saying and all of that, and I'm like, how can they be saying all this stuff? That must be somebody that know them, or that must be a neighbor, or that must be them. You know what I'm saying? I used to think that those people was literally somebody that was relatives, or something like that, because of the things that they be saying and stuff. Yes, yes, and and then y'all hit the like button for me, but then they start doing the stuff that they doing and stuff, sending CPS and uh, the police, and I even heard somebody saying that they were sending pizzas, and somebody else I heard they were saying that they were sending they even like a person with cats and stuff, animals, they send the animal people, and like um there was also this one other lady, I guess the people that was trolling her, I guess, uh I don't know if this was, this probably just came from viewers or something like that, but um viewers that actually lived in the area, maybe not just a troll, this probably was just the viewers in her area that probably didn't like her. But like this particular lady, like they kept vandalizing her car and stuff, and she ended up moving like twice because of it, and like just all kind of stuff these people doing. And then like for example, Tracy, yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all watched Tracy, um Peach's mama, the girl, she sit up and be putting her mama out and talking about her mama so bad and all that stuff like that. And you know and um then when she go places, and she got people that two, I think it was two girls this particular time she was at the casino, and the two girls come up to her and to fight her. You know what I'm saying? Good thing the woman knew how to fight, because she told they tail up. But like two young girls, like off listening to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just not right. That's just not right. That's why I say this is a dangerous job, because you got people that literally watch you. Um, but yeah, they be envious. They do. But then also, like, I know it ain't none of my business or whatever, but like it's put out there, so I could keep my opinion to myself, but I I can only say that I know I done came on and I done talked to y'all and told y'all things about how my dad was and stuff like that, right? But it's one thing to mention how you feel, to try to get some stuff off your chest, and it's another thing to just drag your parents through the mud. At the end of the day, regardless of what they did to you, you also have to think about your own karma. You know what I'm saying? You have to know, like, whatever they did to you, that's their karma. But how you react, and the things that you say and the things that you do, that's your karma. So I don't I get that she says she went through what she went through, but at the end of the day, now it just looks different. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really just sit and just watch her, but I have, watched her. I liked her better when she was a little bit more humble. I do. I liked it better when she was a little bit more humble. It's like I hate to say it, but you know how sometimes some people do let their money get to their head. They do. They get the big head. And it's just a fact. Like, some people just let their money get to their head. And I know that she'll probably think different or have something different to say about it, but I really wish that she'll think about, you know, her actions. Because a person that knows better, a person that's a little bit more wiser, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that she don't have no wisdom, but you know, some people they could be so smart to where they ain't got no sense at all. And you know, it's just like she got to be more wiser with her decisions, the things that she's doing. It's one thing to be hurt, but it's another thing to try to hurt somebody else and don't care. And then, you know, just the way that she just called mama all out her name and just drag her mama name and her family and all of that, and it just started to look like you just doing this for the money. You just doing this for the money. And they say the love of money is the root of all evil. And then, you know, you got, but then she, you know, talk about how she don't have, you know, addictions and stuff, you know, to drugs and stuff, but she have a gambling addiction. And so instead of her seeing that you making this money, and I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying from what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it from a spiritual aspect. I'm not trying to bash or talk about a girl. I'm just looking at the situation from a spiritual aspect because that's how I look at stuff. And I try to look at situations from a spiritual aspect because don't nothing happen without a reason. I firmly believe in that. You know, and when you go and be doing the things that she's doing, she's giving herself excuses to why it's happening to her. Now let's just say like her situations that's happening because I really don't know, but y'all know the stories that's being put out there about her life, how you know her living situation and stuff like that is going and stuff like that. It's just like, can do you? I wonder if she ever just stopped to think it's not just your gambling addiction that's bringing you down. It's not your gambling addiction. That's God trying to humble her, but she don't see it. She don't see it. But the thing about it is, when you allow the devil to have so much play in your life like that, they can't see it. They can't see. They can't see that God is trying to humble them because she made an excuse to why she, you know, ain't doing so well. You know what I'm saying? And her excuse is she blame it on the gambling addiction. But the enemy will use that against you too, and will make you think that because he know why you was constantly going down. There's no reason for this girl to be going down with as good as she is with this internet. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason. She should be doing well. You know, she should be doing well. And I don't know. I just don't get it. Like I don't understand why people like to play with God so much. You know what I'm saying? Like people literally play with God. Like God have your life in His hands, and you literally want to sit and play with Him like that. I don't get it. Like you gotta care a little bit more. You know, she have too many kids to not try to put God first and try to turn her life around for the better, regardless of what her mama done been through. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, or whatever her mama did. Like, you gotta try to, and look at me over here talking about you gotta try to let it go and move on. You know what I'm saying? But that's hard to do too, though. But it takes growing for that. It really takes growing. You have to wanna grow. You have to wanna change. You have to wanna be better, do better. In order for you to try to let go of that hurt, that pain, whatever it is that you feeling from your past, because your past is your past, and your past was the past for a reason. You know, it was the past for a reason, and whatever happened, if it didn't kill you, it's gonna make you stronger. You know, and that's how she need to look at her situation, because I don't want to see nothing but better for her, especially the fact that she got all them kids and stuff. Like I don't understand why she feel it's okay to do this. It's not okay because one day them kids got to see that. Like I understand you feel how you feel, but one day them kids have to see that from their mama. Like what kind of example is that? And sometimes people be saying so much, oh, I don't want to be like my mom. I'm not going to be like my mom. I'm not going to be like my daddy. But the more you try not to be like them, the more you actually turn out just like them and worse, you know? And then at the same time, I sit back and I look at how she's acting, right? But it also tells you, only thing I could, that's why I say I tell you I look at stuff from a spiritual aspect, because I'm like, well, how was Miss Tracy with her mother? You know? And you know how they be like, sometimes you get your karma back through your kids, and it be worse. So I was like, well, how was she with her mother? Maybe she probably getting her karma back through her child. That's why she's like that. Because whatever she must have did to her mama, it must be coming back on her through her. It happened to you, but you do have a good mom. So, I just be looking at it. I just look at it like that. I'm not trying to judge those people's situations, because everybody go through stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's just that sometimes you gotta just stop and just think about it and just be like, you know what I'm doing really ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how you may feel, what you may think, what somebody else may think, what you doing ain't right. And you also gotta think about another thing that really makes me not agree with the way that she carries on, because she's been an influence to other young people. And one day she's going to wake up and realize what she's doing was not right. So now, after years of doing what you have been doing, how can you make that right in the minds of the ones that you may think that what you were doing and the way that you were acting was okay? Now you got other people doing what you doing. because they watching you. Like, there is a such thing as a role model. There is a such thing as a role model. And she may be a role model to a lot of people that may be feeling just how she's feeling. And her action and the way that she's reacting to the situation, she's making them think that it's okay to be like that. Yes, it's okay to express your feelings. Yes, it's okay to talk about it. But there also is limits to stuff too. There's limits to stuff. You got to be careful with your actions. You got to be careful with your actions. And I'm trying to say this in the most humblest and nicest and purest way. You know, I'm really trying to say this in the most purest way because I don't want it to come off in a way where it seems as though I'm trying to talk about them or anything like that. But at the same time, if this was to get back to her, I hope she just see that I'm trying to speak from a spiritual aspect, and instead of a way of trying to bash her and tell her what she need to do and all of that right there, because she's a grown woman, she can do what she want to do. But at the end of the day, like, in order for your life to turn around and get back to the better, she got to change. She gonna have to change. She gonna have to, because you ain't gonna never have nothing being like that. You'll constantly get, but then it's like it all just slipped through your hands because of your actions. And God don't like that. God don't like that. So you got to think about the things that you be doing sometimes. And if you know it's not pleasing in God's eyes, you got to try to change that. You know? So, but it's sad though. It's really sad that the enemy got these people mind like that. And that's all it takes is for a little vulnerability, or, you know, uh, a little sadness, or just being in your head a lot, and just resentment and neglectfulness and just all kind of stuff like that. That's all it takes for you to allow him in to play. That's all he need is your mind. And as long as you let him in your mind, he gonna play. That's his playground. He gonna play. He gonna play. And sometimes he plays so hard to the point where you'll literally be out your mind. You wouldn't even have control of your own mind. You know? And this right here can just happen in the blink of an eye. You got to be careful with the things that you do. You don't want God to wash his hands with you because you're not trying to change your ways. You don't want God to wash his hands with you. But it's sad when people can't see that though. And then sometimes you have people that try to tell them, but it don't do no good. When you try to tell them, they get mad with you for trying to tell them. But that's only that enemy that be having them like that. That enemy have them like that, where they don't want to listen. It's like he closed their ears to the good, and they can only hear nothing but the bad. So they constantly look at the things that they doing and the money they constantly getting, or how they got followers, well, how, and stuff like that. I'm just looking at, the things that she just be saying. Oh, I make this much, I have this much tomorrow, or I have this much next month, or, you know I'm living like this, or I'm living like that, or That's what he using against her. He using the things that's around her and making her think that she's the one that's doing it. See, that's the wrong mind frame to have. Anything we have, we're not doing it just ourselves. God allows us to have these things. So he play like that because he playing he's manipulating her with the things that she got. He's manipulating her with that, and that's how he's stealing her focus from God. That's how he's stealing her focus from God. But it's sad when you can't see it though. It really is. It's sad. Yep. Like I don't get like if you can't be in the positive light. Hey Nikita, if you can't put yourself in the positive light, why would you want to stand in the negative? But drama and negativity is what brings money. And we sit back as content creators and we be like, why our channel ain't growing? Or why we not making this or why we not making that? The ones that ain't got no drama on their channel, that's the ones that's not making it. That's the ones that's really not making it like that. So, but it is what it is. I rather not have no drama. I can't sell myself short like that. You know, I can't sell myself like that because that's just not the person that I am anyway. I'm not gonna sell myself to have a dramified channel when I know that's not who I am just to make money. Mm-mm. 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 It's like you loving money more now when you do that. At the end of the day, you may not be getting where you want to be at in the amount of time or that you want to get there. But at the end of the day, as long as you is okay, God is continuing to take care of you. Your bills is paid. You ain't lacking. You all right. You was all right. You ain't got to be around here doing all that extra stuff to make more money. I know it takes money to live. It do. But it just be sad to look at. Mm. Just sad to look at. It's just like wow. It's like the Bible is just fulfilling itself, and it's just in the and the stuff that's in the Bible, you see it in these people. You see it, and when the Bible speaks of the love of money, and you see it in these people, and then you see what happened when a person have the love of money, what it do to them. Mm-mm. I don't want to follow that. I do not want to follow that. Mm-mm. No. Nope. Don't want to follow that. But they'll learn. In due time, they'll learn. All money ain't good money. All money is not good money. Some money can be the death of you. Yeah. It could be the worst of you. It could bring you down. Like I said, it could take you up out of here. Because that's all you care about. Trying to make that next dollar. That's why I'm happy that I'm the person that I am. You know, because I'm happy with the little things in life. And it don't take much for me. You know, it really don't take much for me. I like to do stuff, but it don't take much for me to be happy. I try not to be, the show off type person. Try not to be the braggy type person. You got to be careful in all your ways. You got to be careful in all your ways. Yeah. We all experience hurt one time or another in our life. But how you react to that hurt, it makes a difference in your life. Yep. hmm Sometimes people just need to listen to people. Sometimes listen to somebody that you know that's trying to give you advice for your good. Especially somebody that done been there, done that. Somebody that's a little older, and they come from a good heart when they say what they say. Now I get it when you don't want to listen to somebody younger sometimes, because they be like, "What do you know?" But it's just like being rebellious to your parents. They be trying to tell you stuff for your good because they don't live the years that you just made it to. And so they only try to tell you things for your good. But then you don't take in what they're trying to tell you and try to go about things your own way. You don't have to do that. I had to learn that though. I had to learn that because I was rebellious one time. I was rebellious. And my mama, she used to try to tell me, "Oh, you don't need him," or like little different stuff like that. And I was rebellious because I grew up in a home where my mom, you know, she went through stuff that she shouldn't have had to go through, being that she was a good woman. And so since she went through the stuff that she went through, me being her child, I was able to see that. And so after seeing that, now I'm getting old. Now I done got older. I thought that that's how relationships supposed to be. You supposed to fuss. You supposed to fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought that. And then when I got older and she was trying to tell me like you need to stop, you need to let this person go. They don't mean you no good and stuff like that. And one thing that I used to say, you can't tell me because you went through this or you went through that, so I got to go through it and learn from my mistakes. I used to say that, but I didn't have to. I didn't have to. I let some lust get in the way because it showed one love. I let some lust get in the way, thinking that mama couldn't tell me nothing. Mama was able to tell me more than was able to tell me a lot. Yeah, only for a little while though. It is bad, but it's like it depends on how long you gonna be rebellious though. Cause to me, it's bad. It's bad either way. I really can't say that it's not bad. I'm gonna say that it is bad, but you know, I guess you see it like that, and I can see where you're coming from though, because I feel the same way. Because when you make mistakes, now I'm gonna put it like that. When you make mistakes, you should learn from your mistakes. You know, and sometimes some people do have to make mistakes in order to learn from them. So that was me. That was me. And sometimes I'm still like that because I can get a little hard headed sometimes. So, sometimes I get a little hard headed and, you know, have to make a mistake and then life will come back and correct me. And now I know not to do that. So, yeah. So, but I just can't imagine being a parent and having to take this, just have to take this, just have to take it. You know, you just have to take it. The older and older I get, if I didn't appreciate my mama, I appreciate more. I appreciate her being here more than I ever did. I appreciate my mama still being here. I'm grateful. I'm put it like that. I'm grateful to still have my mother. I ain't got my daddy no more. And before he's left this world, a lot of things didn't get fixed or corrected. So, you know, losing him wasn't as bad as it should have been, only because we didn't have that relationship we should have had. All right, then. See you later. But I can't say that for my mama. I can't say that for my mama. My mama, she got her ways now, but my mama, she's sweet though. She's sweet. Hey, chill. She's sweet. So I just, I'm grateful to still have her though. That's why I try to make it my business to give her a call at least every day. I don't care if I don't just sit on the phone and talk. At least I just call her to just see if she still here. That's all I want to know. I want her to. I just want to hear her to pick up the phone. That's it. And then if I call her and she don't pick up that phone, I call her right back. So you better pick up that phone. I just want to hear her pick up the phone. So got love for that lady. It's touchy talking about it though. I'm just a bag of tears anyway. I be about to cry off everything, child. But for real though, like you gotta be grateful for your parents while you still got them. Cause when they gone, ain't no coming back. Sorry to hear that. Chill. Yeah, and take advantage of them times with your dad. Hey, Minnie. Yeah, you gotta take it. Y'all hit the like button for me if you didn't. I need my notifications to get sent out. They ain't sending out my notifications. But um, yeah, yeah. You know, people have kids to keep from being lonely sometimes, but like I say, you gotta be careful in your ways too, because you have children and they keep from being lonely, and then you still end up lonely. Mm. Ooh, got to chill just then. But think about. I ain't gonna go there because I'm probably gonna start crying talking about that. I ain't even gonna talk about that. But yeah, though, children is a blessing from God. Children is a blessing from God, but God also give you children, give people children sometimes to grow them up, to grow them up, and it don't be working sometimes. Me and my mama mentioned yesterday. Mom was like, it's like God be giving people the children that don't be needing them. But then I tell her, but they do. But they do need them. He be trying to save their life. He be trying to save their life. And what better way to try to slow a person down? What better way to try to slow a person down? You know, give them another life. Give them a life to try to take care of, to raise. give them a life. But then people don't look at stuff like that. They don't take a step back and just think about what it is they're doing and why is it that these children was given to them. I believe everybody was given children for reasons. Everybody. They was given children for reasons. No, I won't. Mm-mm. Ain't gonna sound the same, Uno. It ain't gonna sound the same. I about forgot how I was saying it. What am I saying? That ragged ass shaking ass Michael. It don't even sound the same. I was in my mode then. I was in my little comedy, in my comedic role. But I enjoyed myself though. I did. I enjoyed. Even though I was showing my tail, but I enjoyed myself. Make y'all laugh. You know, I was sitting up. You know what? And I was watching something. I wasn't talking about no. I was talking about what people say about me. You know, the things that people be saying and stuff. Like that's what I was joking about. What people be saying about me. But I wasn't talking about nobody. I was cracking jokes on myself. Cracking jokes on myself about what people be saying about me. So, and that's what comedians do. They crack jokes on themselves. So, but life is too precious to not try to do right though. Cause I'm telling you, you be here today and gone today. You be here today and gone today. I pray and I be telling the Lord, thank you. Just thank you for another day. Thank you. You got to tell them. You got to tell them. I'm telling you. You just never know. Don't nobody know their time. You know. Things get rough. Things do get rough. But we're going to make it. With the help of God, we're going to make it. These times trying to get rough, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it. Because as y'all can see, what's going on now, y'all can already tell. This man is in full speed ahead trying to get everything he can get done ASAP. ASAP. He trying to do all he can do immediately. He's just running so fast. He's just running. This man just running. He running. He trying to get as much he can get done as fast and as soon as possible. Well, so God sees though. He sees it. He sees it all. And he know his purpose behind it. Don't never think God ain't working. Because God is always working for his people. We don't belong to no presidents. We don't belong to no government. We belong to God. Yep. We belong to God. And y'all gotta think. That man is up in some age. He's up in age now. I don't know how old he is, but he's up in age. So I kind of think that, that could play a part in why he trying to run how he running. He want to try to get as much evil stuff he can get done before his time is up. That's right. Me too. I belong to God too. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Huh. It's just like, why though? Why you gotta be so, well, can't say that part. I was gonna say why you gotta be so evil. But can't say that part because when you serve the enemy, ain't no telling what you'll do. Ain't no telling what you'll do. Just a prime example to how evil people can be. Just a prime example. And there's no limits on evil. No limits on evil. Your mind can't even imagine the things that people will do when they're just full of it, full of evil. That's why I try to stay away from folks, especially people that don't mean me no good. And then you ask about a meet and greet. He's 78. And then you ask about a meet and greet. You got to ask yourself, for those of you that be want to do stuff like that, who are you putting yourself in the room with? Because to me, I'm not no celebrity. And you about don't be want to go to stuff like that neither. Celebrities, if they wasn't making money, they wouldn't do it either. Because you got those people that is coming on stage. I mean, that be throwing stuff at them on stage, and they it's just be them up there in the broad opening on the stage, and then somebody can come in there with a weapon or something. You know what I'm saying? If they got it outside, or somebody can have a weapon, that they is an easy target. So I believe that if they wasn't making money for that, they wouldn't be doing it either. So with me being just a YouTuber and talking about a meet and greet, I ain't making no money for that. Not saying that if it would, if, not saying that if it was actually a good thing to do meet and greets, that I wouldn't mind doing it if I was doing it and wasn't getting paid. But I know that it's not all good in that. So why would I go and do something like that and I'm not getting no money out of that? You know what I'm saying? I understand that there is people that um, follow you that want to see you and stuff like that, but you gotta also understand you come with a purpose. You come to see me, right? And then you gotta think that there's other people that's coming for other reasons. They're not there just to see me. They're there for their own little reasons, evil reasons, right? And then you putting yourself amongst those people, and you came for an innocent reason just to see me, or just to go and see whoever you was going to see, and then something happens while you were there. So I try to avoid harm. You know, you can't trust folks. You can't. You can't. And then you can't never put nothing past the minds of people. Like a person that come to see me can already be, um, can be a walking ticking time bomb, and they come with a motive. You know what I'm saying? They come, they already know what they got in their mind to do, and that's their goal to get done what it is that they trying to do. And you just never know. Like you just never know. You just never know what a person really want to do to you because of how they feel about you. I'd rather not. I'd rather just be known by these people, by y'all, but having to meet y'all, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a human just like you. I'm a person just like you. I just happen to be on the internet, and this is my job. This happens to just be my job, but I'm not a celebrity. I take my life seriously, and meet and greets is not that serious to me. You meet and greet me every day when you come on here. You meet and greet me every day right here. We ain't gotta get no more personal than that. No more personal than that. We don't. I get it and I understand where y'all coming from. For those of you that want to do it, that be want to meet people and stuff like that, it's because you get a connection. You be want to see them. You be want to like be in the presence of them and stuff like that. But you just gotta be careful with that. You just gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You be want to be friends with them. You be want to get to know them. You be want to get close to them. You be want to be on the phone with them. And all that. Oh, thank you. I know what it's like, cause I be like that sometimes too, especially and see, especially for those of you that that y'all see my personality. Hey, Lakeitha, y'all see my personality, right? And y'all know that I'm a homebody, and y'all know that I like to have a good time, and y'all know that I like to cook. Y'all know I like to eat. Y'all know I just like to have fun at home, right? But then y'all also know I ain't got no friends. And then you sit back and you think about yourself and you be like, dang, that's my kind of friend right there. Like I wish she could be close to me. I'll be her friend. I know she'll be a good friend for me. I ain't got no friend myself. I be home all the time, and you think about yourself, and then you just start seeing ways that you have in them, and where you can relate to, who they are, and you just start gaining a connection, and you just really start liking them, and you be wanting to get to know them, and you be want to, you be wanting to talk to them and stuff like that. You be wanting them to know who you is, and and all of that, but I get it. I get it. Cause I watch people and I be like that. I be like that sometimes. I be like, dang, she's so cool. She down to earth. She ain't got no friends. Like she stay home. She love her family and stuff like that. But that's why I said I probably never have a friend that's like, a friend here that I can hang out with and stuff like that because all the good people is in the house. The good people be homebodies. They just like us. So that's why it be hard to find a friend because they just like you. They a homebody. They trying to stay out of harm's way too. They don't trust people like that. You know, honey, good people that be to themselves, honey, they got some sense. They know how to stay out the way. So a good friend it's hard to find because they ain't they not out they in the house just like you. So, but yeah, it is. Yeah. So, you know, we got to make the best. Thank you. We got to make the best of what we have. We got to make the best of just the virtual communication. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a content creator, but I'm just a different kind of content creator. I'm not one of those content creators that put on the fake lives and stuff. My life ain't fake. I don't be doing all that putting on. You know, I don't let the camera change who I am. Exactly. That's right. What's up, Lee? Yo, I've been on for 2 hours now. They got me blocked. They well not blocked, but they not sending out my notifications. Sorry to hear that you was sick with cancer, but I'm happy that I was your little outlet though. You know, and see that's why I keep doing what I do, because like I said, if I knew the things that I knew about YouTube, I wouldn't have never even put my life out there. I wouldn't have never even been out here. I wouldn't have never. I wouldn't have never. They ain't sending enough. You got 1 minute? I'm glad you did. Yeah, they not sending them out because I was at the club last night and I guess YouTube picked up on music. That's what it was. Thank you, Roses. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I rather communication like this than what's up, Terrell? I rather communication like this than being in the presence of a lot of people that I really don't know. You got to kind of think about it like this too, though. Like, you be so happy to go and see a person, right? You want to do meet and greet and all of that, right? You want to see them because you be want to get like that personal connection with them and stuff like that. But honestly, do you really think that ain't nothing wrong with my microwave? Do you really think that uh you're gonna get that personal connection that you're looking for? You really not. You're gonna get like a standoffish. You're kind of gonna get a standoffish welcome because honestly, they're gonna give you the little smiles and stuff like that, but you're not gonna get what you're looking for. Not if it was a one-on-one type of thing, and that's what you feel by because you in your own home watching that person. So the connection that you feel is a one-on-one type of feel. But when you go and do meet and greets, you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that one-on-one feel. You're gonna get that like you just went to see a celebrity and you almost probably gonna feel like, dang, like this person ain't even who I thought they was, or that person ain't who I thought they was. But you gotta think about it, they really don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? They really don't even know you. You know them, but they don't know you. Yeah, they'll remember your name, but at the same time, do you really think that a feeling is gonna come behind it with them knowing you? You know what I'm saying? A feeling not gonna come behind that because people be just being people. They don't really know you. So it's better to keep it like this. You know what I'm saying? And don't waste your money on flights and stuff like that trying to get close and connected to a person that you're not even gonna get a connection with. You're really not. And that's the truth. Is you really not. You're not gonna get what you're looking for. And you probably be more upset than you is happy because you going thinking that you're gonna get a personal connection and you ain't gonna get that. You're not. That's a one time thing that's gonna happen when like that's just like let's just take for example Be Love, right? And she's loved by a whole lot of people. Her personality is very open and warming and stuff like that. Okay, inviting and all of that. Her husband personality probably the same way. But then when you actually meet these people, how do people act when somebody's in the presence of somebody they don't know? When you just constantly just sticking around a little too much and they know that you don't know them, you almost make them like scared of you. You almost make them kind of scared of you because you don't really know the intentions of that person even when it's good. So you're gonna notice that. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna be like, oh, why she acting like that? Why she seemed like this way on the video, but this way she in person she ain't nothing that I think she is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be what you think it is. It really ain't. Because first of all, you got to think about how you is with a person. Do you just really just accept a person to be next to you every day, all up in your face, all around you, all in your bubble, and you don't even know who they is? No, you ain't gonna let nobody in your circle like that. So that's just how it is with us. It's just like it's the same way. Like I said, we people, this is just our job. And they do meet and greets just to gain more followers. That's all they do. That's what they doing that for. They doing that for followers. The gain more followers. It's not about they want to really see y'all. I hate to have to say it like that, but it's the truth. Y'all know I'm gonna tell the truth. It's not that it be like that. It's just it be a followers thing. That's why you be seeing that a lot of them they come together and they be doing that as groups and stuff like that. Because your people get to know my people get to know your people. It's like a networking thing. That's what it is. It's a networking thing. That's what meet and greets is, like a networking thing. So I don't want to do that. I'm not into doing all that stuff like that. I'm not into working with none of these people and stuff like that on YouTube. I'm really not. Like I've done it already with Sophie T, but like it's even doing it with her is still different because her people is her people, my people is my people, and being over on her channel, it does not feel like being like it is on my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable, I'm open, I'm happy, I'm me on my channel because I know my people, I know my crowd, I know my group, I know I got people that sit back, I know I got people that talk, I know, you know what I'm saying? I know my like my following that I have. I know what I have over here. So then when I go over and be on someone's else, platform, it's not the same because that's they following that the people know her, that person, whoever it may be, the people know them, they know the people that follows them just like me. Like the people don't know me like that. So I'm not going to be comfortable on somebody else's platform like I would on mine because, how I may act on my platform, I may not be able to act that same way on somebody else's platform and it be okay, you know? So I rather to stay in my comfort zone. Everything I do is all about my comfort. I have to be comfortable where I'm at. It don't matter what it is that I'm doing. Even when I'm going out to have a good time and partying and put myself in an environment with a lot of people that I don't know, I have to watch my surroundings, and I'm very uncomfortable. I'm very timid when I'm in an environment where I'm not familiar, and or yeah, and until I get comfortable, I'm just looking around and quiet and just constantly just watching. And then once I notice, okay, these people over here, they in their little corner doing their own little thing. And I'm just speaking on how I was last night, but I'm always like this. But you got these people over here in this corner, they doing their own thing. Okay, they over there, they doing their thing. Okay, the ones back there, they at the bar, they talking, they chilling. Okay, the ones over here, all right, the one right in the back of me, okay, they doing their thing. Ain't nobody studying me. All right, now I can just relax. And sometimes it take a long time because I have to observe the whole room. Like literally, I didn't get relaxed until probably after maybe an hour or an hour and a half of being there. Sometimes it takes that long for me to really just open up and get relaxed because I can't. I'm just not like that. I'm just not. So imagine me trying to do a meet and greet. I'm gonna automatically have to come in and be open and welcoming. I can't just sit and just observe and be quiet and look around and this and that because all the attention and focus is on me. So I can't take that type of attention like right off the bat. I don't mind the attention, but I need to know what's my environment first. That's just me. And it might sound weird, but like I said, I'm careful with my life. I'm careful with my life, and I'm careful with the people that I'm around. And I know that everybody's not for you. So I just can't. I don't know. I don't know if that's just my ways or my personality. It's part of me. Whatever it is, it's just part of me. And ain't nothing I could change about it because I've always been like that. But I knew that I was like this, but I never knew that other people could notice it too. I never knew that other people could notice it until one day I was at my sister-in-law house. This was around the time that I was visiting her. I mean, it was like in early in our early on, and with getting to know her and stuff like that. It was kind of like, but I had known her probably like maybe like a year or two, but still like going to a house and like now she's inviting over people that she know, her friends and stuff like that. And I'm very like, when I tell you, I say to some of the silliest things and make you laugh, and like, but then when you invite somebody else that I don't know into our circle, now it's like I had like kind of got closed off. And so she was like, I was just standing outside and I was leaning over the rail just, and she said, Tiana, don't do that. And I was like, what? She said, I'm noticing you ain't comfortable. And I'm like, yeah, I was like, dang. I was like, you can notice that? She was like, yeah. She said, I could tell how your whole energy just changed. And that's how I be. My whole energy just shift. When I done got myself comfortable in my situation and then somebody else come in, now my energy kind of like shift again, because now I got to see, okay, who is this person coming in? What is they like? Like, okay, it's gonna be, I got to figure them out. I'm just that person. I don't know why I don't like that, but it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing too at the same time, because I just be want to be like how my mama is. My mama, my mama, she don't meet no strangers, and she started having a good time with you off the bat. Mama started having a good time with you off the bat. She don't sit and try to think about nothing, no nothing, child. She just get to going. But me, I'm gonna have a good time with you, but at the same time, it's like I be kind of shy with it though. I be kind of shy with it until I open up and I see, okay, they're not really a bad person, and then that's when I open up and I just really start being myself. So, but I have to go through that little phase first. I have to observe. I got to. I don't care where I'm at, what I'm doing. I gotta observe. I do. So yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's more y'all like that. But I don't know if my comments stop or y'all just ain't saying nothing. But I ain't seeing nothing. Y'all probably stop talking. But yeah. But I'm good people. I just don't try to put myself around a lot of people. Yep. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go because I know I'm just over here just rambling. I ain't got much more to talk about. Hopefully, y'all get y'all notifications whenever I come back on. Hopefully, I don't know what's gonna happen, but hopefully YouTube done released me of the hold they got on me and start sending my notifications out. But I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Yep, that's right. Better be safe than sorry. And one thing I'm gonna be safe for me and for my husband. I'm telling you, like, I was finna go in here. I go finna start something else. I'm finna go after this one though. But I'm telling you, like, the things that I be done collected from what I be done saw, love you too, Lean. From what I be done saw after sitting back and observing people and stuff, I don't really even be paying attention until I get back off to myself with my husband. Or if I'm with my mama or sister or whoever, like, until I get back off to myself, I don't even realize how much information off of people I be done collected until I get back to myself. And then the next thing you know, I just get to talking. I just be talking. And I be telling babe, I be like, babe, I was like, and you noticed this and you had noticed that and I never had noticed that this person over there and they was doing this, or that person, you ain't noticed that when they had said this or when they had did that, how they was acting when this had happened. And I be done picked up so much stuff. And then I get back to telling my husband and I be like, you ain't noticed when I had said this such thing? That's what I'm trying to tell you about. That's when that had happened. And I be like, I be done collected so much stuff I don't even be knowing. I don't be knowing that I be, when you think about it, now that I'm telling y'all this, I don't be knowing that I be done collected all this stuff off of just watching the people. And then when I get back to myself, I'll come back to tell my husband, and in a way, I don't be want to tell him when I have to tell him sometimes, because me and my husband, we just kind of like on two different pages when it comes to stuff like that, because in a way he's so naive to stuff. So when I be trying to tell him what I see or what I've noticed, or did you pay attention to this, or did you pay attention to that, he don't even be knowing what the hell I'm talking about. And a lot of times he'll think that I'm just judging people when I don't. I'm not judging people. It's just I can't help what I see. And so when I come back to him and tell him, he just think that I'm being judgmental, but I'm not. I just can't help what I just be done seen. And so now I got to tell him, because I be done seen some stuff. And I just be wanting to tell him what I be done seen. But I don't be thinking about it I don't be thinking about it like, Tiana, you notice what you notice because how observative you is. You know what I'm saying? I'm so observative where I sit back and I see so much stuff. And like I said, you ain't even gotta open your mouth a lot of times. I just see these things. But anyway, yeah. Long story short, I see stuff. I don't know, but it just don't never really come to me what I be done seen until I get off to myself. Till I get back to myself, back in my comfort zone, like when I get back home, where I know where I'm comfortable at, in my little bubble. That's when everything that I be done observe and the stuff that I be done seen and all of that right there, all of it just start playing in my head. Then I be trying to talk to my husband and tell him about what I be done seen and stuff like that. And then that's your sweet wisdom pushing in, and all the stuff that I be done seeing and stuff like that. That's why it just start playing in my head like a video. It just be playing, and I be having to talk about it. I be having to talk about it, but I be hating to tell my husband sometimes because he can't relate to me in that way. You know what I'm saying? He don't really get me like that when it on that side of me. Like, he really don't, and I don't think he ever will. 20 years. Yeah, you got to. And see, my husband, he pay attention to, I don't know what he look at when he say that you got to watch your surroundings. I don't know what he be looking at when he be watching his surroundings. I don't know if he's just trying to make sure that, ain't nobody just trying to come up on him or something like that when he say that he watch his surroundings, because my husband, he very watchful of his surroundings, but he's not like me when it comes to watching the surrounding. I was wondering about your profile, Minnie. I was wondering about your profile. I was like, let me tell you, I ain't gonna tell you no lie now, Minnie. Now you know I love you, you my girl. But look, Minnie, I'm like, nah. What this police over here looking at me for? But then when I realized that you was cool people, I was like, all right, she good, she good. But I'm like, what this police over here watching me for? It made me feel a certain type of way at first. I'm like, what the police watching me for? So yeah, but you cool people. I was wondering about that picture though. But but yeah, like it's yeah. He don't understand me. He really don't. He don't understand me when it comes to my spiritual side. He don't understand me. And I don't think he ever will. And when I listen, and then you know what? I was looking at something the other day. I was finna go, but now I'm over here. Every time I think, now don't get me started talking about God now, honey. I'll talk y'all to death. But not because it's starting to go on that way now in a little bit. Um, I was looking at some. No, matter of fact, like I was, I was thinking about myself. How I'm different. You know, and how I'm just a loner and how I don't really like to be around people like that and how I'm just, just always to myself. And, sometimes you think something wrong with you because you like that, right? Honestly. Like, you think something wrong with you, you be like, what's wrong with me? Like, why I can't be like everybody else and just be around other people? Well, it ain't that. It ain't that something is wrong with you. And then one day I was in church and a pastor had prophesied to me, and he had told me, he said, he spoke my life to me and didn't even know who I was. He was a pastor. He was actually the apostle of my pastor. And so he came to visit his the church. I don't know if that was his church or something before he moved or whatever, but we was all over at another church or whatever, and we went to go and listen to him speak. Because my pastor was like, we finna go to the other church and we finna go listen to my pastor speak. So we followed the pastor and we went over to the other church where he was at, listen to his pastor, which his pastor, I'm telling you, his pastor is a powerful man. And so I'm telling y'all like how powerful he is too. I done told y'all about this one time, but just thinking about it. But anyway, so he had prophesied to me and he was like, he said, you feel like the black sheep. He said, you think that you different. A lot of people try to make you out to be what you're not. They try to look at you crazy. People don't understand you. You just different. And he was like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with you. He said, you just different. He said, you different. He said, God had been chose you ever since you was 8 years old. And when I was like 8 years old, it didn't resonate with me at that time. But when he was telling me that why I was different and stuff, I'm like, damn, I'm like, how this man, like, how he know how I feel? You know what I'm saying? And so, he was like, girl, you all right. He said, people just ain't gonna understand you. He said they're not gonna understand you because you different. And so that kind of made me feel better, knowing that ain't no wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just different. People not gonna be able to relate. They're not gonna understand where I'm coming from because of how I am. I may be the type of person that I do live in the world, but um, I have a lot of spiritual ways about me. And so then hold on, wait. Oh yeah, so then he was telling me about how I was chosen at 8 years old. So when I went to thinking about that thing, I'm like, no, oh no, I wasn't gonna tell you about that part. I wasn't gonna tell you about that part. I was gonna tell you about so me and my husband, right? Okay, hold on, wait. Before I say this, I want to tell you this part. Okay, so he was up there, he was preaching and stuff like that, and he was telling the pastor, he said, you need to get your congregation in order. He was like, because he said, you got a lot of people. He said you got a lot of people that's coming in here that's trying to bring your church down. He said you need to get your congregation in order. You need to run you need to get your stuff in order. Hey Carla, he said you need to get your stuff in order. And so he was like, he said you just don't. He said the things that I was hearing in this church, because he was like, he was hearing everything that people were saying without them saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like how I be telling y'all that it makes sense now. He answered. He just now just thinking about it. He answered my question, because I be telling y'all. I just said it not too long ago, and I done told y'all this before. I was like, people, they I sit back and I observe people and stuff, and I be like, the stuff that I be getting off of them, they don't even be opening their mouth, and it's like whatever it is, sometimes be so strong on them. It's almost like I be reading their mind. That's how it be coming to me like that, and it's like how a person is feeling. I be feeling it, So that's what the pastor was saying. The pastor was like, you know, um, he heard everything that the people were saying in the church, the things that they were saying about him, and all kind of stuff like that, right? And so it sounds crazy when you don't really understand that level of faith. You know what I'm saying? When you're not on that level of spirituality, it sounds crazy to you when you don't understand that level. So um, and that's why I'll probably sound crazy to a lot of y'all with some of the stuff that I be saying, because y'all may not be able to relate with the level of spirituality that I have. Like I kind of know who I am spiritually, but I don't be want to speak on that because I'm not where I need to be spiritually. I'm not where I need to be yet. And so I kind of know who I am. I just don't be wanting to say that because of what other people may think about how I think about what I know I am. You know what I'm saying? What I know I am. So I just keep it to myself because I know that people is definitely going to disagree, and until I get myself together, um nobody would ever really believe that about me, so I'd rather keep that to myself. But um so we was in there, right? And he was, like I said, he was talking about all the stuff that he was hearing in the room and stuff like that while the people was there. And he was telling the pastor that was over that church what all he was hearing and stuff in the room. And that's why he was telling him that he needed to get his congregation together and stuff, and get his church in order or whatever. And so I was sitting over talking to my husband because he was over prophesizing to this lady, right? Yep. He was prophesizing to this lady, and didn't nobody notice, not even this pastor. And he was prophesizing to the lady, and he was telling the lady that he has saw a disease in her body, right? And the disease that he saw in her body, it was AIDS. It was AIDS. And the lady, she just started crying and stuff, you know. But after he had was telling her what everything that he was saying and stuff like that, the lady, she came out and was talking about, how the doctor's appointment and stuff like that. Like that was the case. That really was her case. But this man literally had prophesied that to her, what he was seeing going on. And so he had told her, he was like, I want you to drink this water. And he was like, I need y'all to give me a bottle of water. A bottle a bottle of water, or it was a bottle of water, but let me see. Or was it a cup? I know he wanted some water. I know he wanted some water. I know he wanted some water, but I'm also kind of thinking he wanted a cup or something. But I can't remember. But somebody was trying to pass him a bottle, right? And he was like, no, I don't want that. So then they had to go to the back and go get him a bottle of water. And then when they brought the water back to him, he had prayed over that water, and he told her to drink that water. And when she drank that water, I guess that water was going to be a part of the process of her healing or whatever God was going to do. And when that lady gave her reply on what he had prophesied to her, like basically, yeah, let him know, like, yeah, like what you said is true. That's when me and my husband was over in the corner talking. My husband, he was asking me, he was like, how did men know that? My husband was amazed. He was like, how did men know that? He said, how did men know that? And that ain't nothing but the Spirit of God. So when he had prophesied to me and stuff, and he was also telling me about, he was like, yeah, the enemy, he tried to take you out 2 times and all of that. Like, I really didn't understand what he was talking about. But then when I thought about it, I was like, this man is talking about my situations that I had going on with my stomach. And with my diverticulitis, my stomach, my stomach had holes in it, in my stomach. And if the holes was big enough, the boo boo could have infected my whole body, and that could have killed me. But the holes ended up, I guess they ended up closing up or something. And that's what he was talking about. But it was the 2 times with that, what he was talking about. And I didn't know what he was talking about at the time, right? So when I went back to the chair and I was talking to my husband, right? And I was telling him cause he had came to me cause I was questioning, but then God had just put it in my mind what he was talking about. And so I had told my husband, I was like, babe, I say he right. I say he talking about my stomach, right? So mind you, while me and Bay is over in the corner talking, he constantly going around the room praying for people and still prophesizing to people and stuff like that. He was over on the other side of the room. He come down the road. He prayed for my husband. I think he called my husband up, if I'm not mistaken. And he had even prophesied to my husband and told my husband who he was and everything, which everybody kept telling my husband that he's running from his calling. And the pastor even told my husband this. And he was like, people keep telling me that. And so he kept going around the room, praying for people and stuff like that. And then he went to the back and he had took off his I guess he must got hot. So he had took off his little, thing he had on and stuff. And when he came back out, he was saying there's somebody in here dealing with stomach problems. He said, whoever it is, God want me to tell you that you is healed of whatever it is that you got going on. Ain't nobody stand up and say nothing. Me and Babe, we looked at, and he was like, whoever that is, he said, whoever it is who got stomach issues, I'm gonna need for you to stand up right now. I sat there for a few minutes, right, because I know what me and Babe was just sitting here talking about. And ain't nobody never stand up in the room. But I knew I had stomach issues. So I stood up. And he said, God want me to tell you that you healed of your situation. You healed of your situation. I don't know right now to this day what he completely mean of me being healed of my situation, because I never really had my stomach checked back on. I don't know what my diverticulitis is like, but I can tell you that I haven't been having no problems with my stomach. I have not had no problems with my stomach. I ain't trying to eat collard greens to find out if it's still having problems, but I really haven't had any problems with my stomach. Now, as far as my bowels and stuff go, now when I eat too much of certain things, it still bothers my stomach. But I don't know, maybe he must was talking about them holes that was in my stomach or whatever. I don't know what he was talking about, but he was led to tell me that. And then now, me and Bay once again, Bay say, now how that man know that about you? Cause mind you, it was like the man was listening to what me and Bay was saying because me and Bay was just talking. He had walked to the back and came out and was saying exactly what me and Bay was just talking about. So it's almost like it made me think about what he was saying, how he be hearing certain things. You just never know how gifted people is. You never know how gifted people really is. And remember how I was telling y'all about this now this right here is probably similar to what I was telling y'all about a month ago. Remember when I was telling y'all I went to a magic show, right? And I really never understood what magic was. I thought magic was just like, just fun and jokes and laughs and just made up stuff and, the trick of the eye and stuff like that. I thought it was innocent. But it's a mixture of innocence and black magic. But I didn't get a chance to know that until I went to a magic show to see this for myself. And me being a person that I am spiritually, I picked up on it and I realized that no, this ain't fun. This ain't no just trick of the eye type of stuff. This ain't no this ain't no little games. This is some witchcraft. This is witchcraft. And I saw that with my own two eyes. That it's witchcraft. So, um, remember I was telling y'all about the lady that was in there, and the lady she had her back turned and she was blindfolded and stuff like that. And the guy he was just walking around the room and he was getting just anything. It wasn't nothing in particular. It was just anything from people in the audience. And it was some people that were sitting right next to me. A lady with her little son, and the lady had took her shoe off. And he came back there and grabbed her shoe, and the lady, she was calling out everything that he was going to get from the people in the audience and stuff. It's not like these people was workers or nothing. Like this was literally people that paid just like I paid that was in the audience, and he was just going around the room to these people and getting stuff. And mind you, I know that this was real because he came to us. And the same paper that he had wrote on when he used because my husband had went up on stage and stuff like that, and he had did one of his little tricks while my husband was up there. He had his book and he told my husband just go through the pages, and whatever page he go on the first word that he see, remember that word, and then he's gonna write it down on the paper, right? So my husband had got that paper or whatever and went back to the seat after, but and then, he did a couple tricks after that, and then that's when he finally had did the trick where he was going around the room getting stuff from people, and then the lady, she was calling out the stuff, being blindfolded with her back turned and everything from people. She was just calling all the stuff out. And I know this was real because he also came over to us. How that lady know that he came over to us and she called out that same piece of paper that my husband gave him that paper, and she called that paper out. So yeah, that's right. And I do. I know. Yeah, I do. So, um, so like what you saying, that's where I was going when I was telling y'all about the magic. Okay. So people is blessed with certain gifts. And just like that man say that he was able to hear certain stuff, and just like I tell y'all that I be able to see certain stuff, that lady is also blessed with that same gift. But it's according to how you use your gift that's given to you from God. That's why God give us gifts, but are you going to use the gift that he gave you for God, or are you going to use it for the enemy? And so she's using it for the enemy. She probably have that gift of prophecy or gift of, you know, of stuff like that. So now instead of it being prophecy, it's a she is a psychic. She's a psychic. It's a different term to it when you're using it for the enemy. And so she's a psychic. She sees stuff. That's right, Miss Sharon. And see, that's one thing about me. See, that's why I'm glad that I have the gift of discernment, because God do let me see people for who they is. And it does make it seem like I be judging people, but I don't. I just can't help what I see. And my husband, he can't see that about me. And so when I have to tell him, it be so early on, or I be done just met this person and I could tell you a lot of stuff. And then I be done just met this person, and then it's like I told my husband one day, I said, I wish that I can be just like you know, just be so friendly with people and stuff like that and just don't care. You know, he was like, he said, you always got something to say about somebody. I said, it's not that I always have something to say about somebody. It's I can't help what I see. I can't help what I see. So it just makes me aware of who they is. You know, I can't help it. So I ain't got lost my train of thought. The Lord trying to tell me shut up. Yeah, I'm telling you. And when you have the gift of discernment, I be saying my gift of discernment is so strong. Like my gift of discernment is so strong, but I really don't know. Like I just know how I am with my discernment. I really don't know like what really comes along with the gift of discernment. I really don't know what comes along with that. But what I was told by the pastor and what I know about myself and how I really feel about myself with the things that I be seeing and the things that I be knowing without even be knowing people and stuff like that. Um, I think I have the gift of discernment and some, but God just haven't really let me tap into it like I should, because I haven't fully given myself to him like I'm supposed to. And I think that when I give myself to him like I'm supposed to, that's when he'll let me have my gift at its capacity. Yeah, yeah, that's what I think. But like I said, I don't want to really speak on it, but I know that I'm special. I know I am. And that's why I can't put myself around certain people. I can't be in rooms with certain people. I am to myself. I'm not a people person because I am a chosen person. I'm chosen. I'm a chosen. I'm chosen by God. And when that's what I was going to tell you about what I had just saw on the TV. It had answered my questions to why I am the way that I am, why I stay to myself, why I am uncomfortable around people, why I not a people person, why I don't have a lot of friends, why I don't just, you know what I'm saying? All of those things about me. It. I was watching something the other day, and they just was listing all those. They was just speaking all those things, right? And they was like, do you ever wonder why that you like this or you like that or you do this or you don't do that, or you know, you stay to yourself, you ain't got no friends, you ain't never had no friends, you look different, people think that you different, they look at you like you crazy, you know you ain't crazy. Like you speak certain things, you know certain things, you see stuff that people don't see, and and stuff like that. You're not relatable to a lot of people, and and all kind of stuff like that. And it was like, you like that because you're chosen. You are chosen by God, and you will never you will never be like everybody else. So I thank God for that. Like I told y'all, I was telling y'all what, about a week ago. I was like, I think God is working on me with me accepting the fact that it's okay to not like be liked about by everybody. It's okay to that I am who I am. It's okay. It's okay that I don't have friends. It's okay that I'm a loner. It's okay that I like to be to myself. It's okay that I'm a homebody. It's okay. And God is teaching me this. He's teaching me that it's okay, because sometimes I be uncomfortable with that, because I be wanting to do a little bit more and stuff like that sometimes, even though I be thinking that, but then when it's time to do it, sometimes I don't, because I'm so much of a homebody. But God is teaching me this. So with him teaching me this, he led me to that video, and it kind of like answered all my questions. So it kind of put me at peace to why I am the way that I am. And it's because I'm chosen. I'm chosen. I will never be like everybody else, other people. I will never be. I will always be not understood, you know, and it's okay. And that's exactly what the pastor was telling me. People will not understand you, because you different. But when he said I was different, I really didn't like get what he meant when he was saying that I was different, you know? So he was like, "You just different." And then he went on to telling me what else I was after that. But I guess when he was telling me I was different, that's what he meant when he told me what else I was. He will, Lakeitha. And I'm glad that you said that. And whatever you just felt, it's the truth, because you just spoke to me for the second time what somebody done told to me already one time before. So I have an auntie in law, and she know that I do this right here. And she was like, you doing that because God gave you a platform. God gave you a platform to speak His word. That's why you doing what you're doing. So when you living in the world and stuff like that, you don't think that highly of yourself sometimes, you know. And so when she told me that, at that time, I really wasn't thinking, that highly of myself. But it has been years, like years ago, that she told me this. So now I see what I'm doing now, and what I have been doing, for a little while, the way that I act and the things I talk about, and how God just be using me, whether y'all want to believe it or not. Like, some of the stuff that be coming out my mouth, I know it don't be nobody but God. And the way He be using me, I know that God Himself is using my platform. And so He know that if He lays something in my spirit, He know I'm gonna say it. He know I'm gonna say it. I don't know. It's just that it's just something about me. And also, He also will lay it in my spirit if it's something that I be trying to say, and if I shouldn't say it, I'll get a certain feeling, and I know that I just need to not say that. So He used me, but people that don't want to see that good in me, they wouldn't believe that. But it's okay, because, like the pastor said, I will never be understood. And as long as I look the way that I look, or I act the way that I act, you know, I will not be believable by a lot of people, So But it's okay because I have people that's like you, people that understands that it's levels to getting where you need to go before you actually become who you really supposed to be. And it's people like you that only will understand that, So, but yeah. Hold on, let me open the door for my husband. I'm coming. So yeah, trying to. Ooh, child. Oh, I feel like I've been dancing. I was on the video. What's up? Nothing. Why? What you wanted? Just was checking on me.
Oh. My neighbor had never been in Montgomery.
Oh, really? Babe, you're not from here. Hold on, y'all. Ooh. Let's go to the couch. Whew.
How the hell you get Popeye's chicken?
Because I had some yesterday. I know you weren't going to want none, but I put all the trash in there. And it was too clean. Oh, yeah, you ain't even try to check on me. See, that's how husbands do you.
You know I had to get something on my stomach. I got one chicken tender in the car.
When they ain't trying to check on you, why?
I got that before I went over. Hold out. What's up?
Okay, so I was sitting here talking to them about how I am. And you know how I be like, when I go places and stuff like that, like, I'm very observative and stuff, right? And I be picking up on, like, people in the room and how they is and stuff like that. Then I come home and I be telling you all about it and all that right there, right?
What about it?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so then, like, when it's certain people that, even there was times, like, I don't want to really say this because if I say it, then it's like, no, she just told him to say that. Okay, so just kind of like give them the example to a time when I had told you something, how a person was, and then you had to come back and tell me, man, babe, you was right. You said such and such, and then be like, what, months later, and then you got to come back and tell me.
Well, shit. I had this one accident with a friend of mine. Well, I ain't gonna say a friend. I thought he was a friend when they always told me they really ain't my friend. And one night me and him really got into it. We almost really got in a fight, like physical fight.
Tell them how long y'all been friends though, because this friendship was way before me.
Since we were little kids. He older than me, but he been knowing me since I was a kid. We've been friends for a long time, since we were kids. I ain't never listened to him, and he came back and bit me in my ass because we almost got in a fight. We cool to this day, but to this day I just held him with a long spoon, but we still cool to this day though. But she told me about him, and it came out to be true. It was true. Yeah, it was true.
And it's been how many people I done told you about it?
Oh, it's been a whole heap of them. But still, they ain't gonna make me stop fucking with them.
That ain't the point.
I just know that they how they is.
That ain't the point. The point was I was telling them about how I see people for who they is, and I see stuff, and a lot of times, like, what you think about me, like, because you already told me, but what you think about me when I come to you and I have to tell you like stuff like this, like, what is one thing that you think about me?
What do you mean?
Like, what do you think about me when I just be telling you this stuff? What do it seem like?
You be right.
No, it don't seem like that. You said something else.
Man, I don't know. Remember
Okay, so remember. Okay, so wait.
I remember. I ain't no fucking remember. I ain't no. If I say something, y'all can remember that shit tomorrow or
But
something.
you do. You
That
just
shit was
don't.
so long time ago when
No,
I said
Mom, because
that.
we were just talking about this like last week, and I
Girl,
was
that
like,
was exactly. That was a long time ago. Damn, they had like that was yesterday or something. That shit was last week.
okay, so
It's a
remember.
whole new week.
Okay, so remember when I was like, babe, I was like, you friendly. Okay, now
And
you.
friendly.
Okay, so now you know what I'm talking about.
Shit.
Okay, so I was like, babe, you friendly, and that's what he
Your ass
said,
friendly.
and
Ain't
that's
no
what he.
motherfucking friendly.
And
I
that's
look friendly to you.
yes, you is.
No
You
fucking
just try to
ain't.
act like you ain't.
No, I ain't.
But anyway,
Don't take that shit to heart. I'm not friendly at all.
I think he just like to think that.
I'm not friendly.
Whatever. And he got a kind heart too.
Now I agree with that. I'm very kind hearted. Yeah, I got a kind heart. I do. I'm soft hearted, but I ain't working friendly from a long shot.
You is though.
Never that.
You is.
Yeah.
And he'll giver too. Like he's more of a giver than I am. Like he's real big on giving. But
I keep getting blessings by giving back. It ain't that shit. If I got it to give, I'm give.
yeah, like he's real big on giving. Okay, so I'm a giver too, but I give who I'm led to give to because I be you know I be
I
wanting.
give to whoever I feel I need to be in that time.
Well maybe that's why that's why I give too.
Did you know?
But I don't know as many as people use, so I guess that's why you seem like all the time for you.
They down.
Yeah.
They down a lot.
And
so,
see, I don't know people like that, so that's why it's not all the time for me.
I gotta have my feet over there right now.
But what was I gonna say? No, okay, so I was telling you, I was like, I wish I was more like you, like more friendlier.
And fucking friendly.
Exactly, King. Okay,
shit, man.
I wish I was more like you, not friendly but friendlier.
And,
Let me say what I'm finna say.
well,
You know what I
said. Ain't no friendly nothing.
Anyway, okay, so we're gonna slide past that little part.
So,
And
me too.
you know, just like, and then just can talk with anybody and everybody. And what you told me.
But I just told you, hell no.
Remember you was like, you always got something to say about people. Remember you said that?
You so judgmental.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You always trying to read somebody instead of just let somebody be themselves. No, you ain't got to look at these folks. When the folks come around, just let them talk. They need somebody to talk to. You always got to read somebody. I don't know. I can't be around them type of people. Oh, I don't like that. And the type of advice she gave me a bad. I want to know that you gave them type of bad advice. Just chill and relax.
But I have to
do shit to you.
I have to tell you that though.
Them folks ain't gonna do shit to you.
But that ain't the point. See, you see
them
what I'm
folks know
saying?
you right here with me. Them folks ain't gonna do a damn thing.
Babe, you
with
don't never know.
I know they ain't gonna do shit to you when you with me. Ain't nobody trying to hurt us.
Babe, you see what I'm trying to tell you?
I'm just saying this how I think about that. Ain't nobody trying to. I know, or trust me. When the time comes, the motherfucker be, I beg it's time to go. I'm gonna read that motherfucker before you read that motherfucker. Now I ain't feeling this shit. It's time to go. I'm gonna tell you then. This nigga something.
But see, that's what you saying. You saying when the time comes.
Yeah, but you read the motherfuckers, and all the people that you read, and all the people that you read have not hurt you yet.
That's all right, but at least I be done seen it. I'd rather be aware than not be aware, and then when something go down, now I got to go. I already know what I be done seen from the get go. So that's what I was trying to tell y'all. See, when a person don't understand that level of spirituality that you have,
I don't know nothing about no spiritual shit now. That shit, that shit just talking shit, just saying shit like that. That ain't no spirituality.
It don't be just saying stuff though, babe. Because you
got a couple little things right. Now you just think you spiritual. No, man, no. Hey, no, I don't know who told you that.
Now y'all see what I'm talking about? The same thing that I was trying to tell y'all. When a person, that's why I try to tell y'all. That's why when I see stuff, I don't even want to come to him and tell him, because me and him is on two different levels when it comes to that. He don't see where I'm coming from. when I try to tell him about stuff like this. He just think that I'm just judgmental, and I can't help what I see. And you don't understand what it is to have discernment. See, you don't have that.
Ain't looking for.
But that's a good thing to have. You talking about what you're not looking for.
But that'll make me motherfucking friendly from my own shop.
That ain't got nothing to do with that. But we talking about discernment now. We talking about discernment, something that you don't have. And a lot of people, they don't have that. So that's why people can't see people for the face value for who they is. And I can. So when I tell you that, you think that I'm judging people, but I'm not. I can just see people for their face value. And that's why sometimes I don't like being around certain people when I can't figure them out. Because when I can't figure you out, it's a problem. But some people, they really know how to hide themselves. And I really don't think it's them, really, because when you see stuff like this, it don't have nothing to do with the flesh. It's a spiritual thing. So when you can't see certain people for who they is, it bothers me, because whatever it is about that spirit is really strong, and I can't see it. So I don't be liking that. But I just wanted y'all to hear that from Baby, because I know that I come to him a lot and I be telling him stuff, but you know, he don't use that word, because that's what I'm not.
No.
I'm not judgmental. Just like you don't want me to call you friendly, don't say that about me, because I'm not.
You too then?
Yeah.
So you be waiting on me to come home and throw it away.
I really wasn't, but you decided to throw it away.
Sitting there. I was waiting on.
But yeah, so.
You make some eyes?
I don't know. So, I guess YouTube must release me now, y'all. We got trolls coming in. That's a good sign. To me, that's a good sign. You do? So yeah, y'all. But I'm good people. You'll give it to sometimes too much. Yeah. And see, your husband be so mad. See that I don't be mad at him for giving, because I know that, he be giving from the heart. But he know more people to me than me. So he's more of a giver than I am, because he know more people than me. But I'm a giver too. And like I said, I like to give who I'm led to give to. And that's just what he said. He give who he led to give to. And I didn't know that's why he was giving. I thought that he just like to, he just give his stuff away. I never asked him, like, what was his reason for giving, which I see his heart. I see his heart, and I see the type of person that my husband is. I've been seeing that in him. And I know the potential of who he can be. But he ain't ready to get there yet, And but yeah. You could really see the good in people. When you got that gift, I'm telling you, like, you could really see people. You really can. And it took an experience for me one time to really pay attention. And a experience that I had one time a couple years ago, it made me pay attention to what God allowed me to see, because I kind of want to speak on it in a way, but I'm gonna just say a little bit about it. Um, I can't say it. I can't say it because there's no there's no way for me to put it without saying too much. I was trying to I was trying to see how I could say it, but there's no way that I can put it without saying too much. So I gotta leave that alone. Yeah. I feel it in my spirit. I need to leave that alone. So I gotta leave that alone right there. Because there's no way to put that without saying too much. Yeah. But for those of you that get it, get it. For those of you that don't, you probably never will. It's okay. But, you know, just know that there's people out here that really is gifted by God. And a lot of us is given gifts by God. You know, you just gotta figure out what it is that God gave you. I don't know if God give everybody gifts, but you know, you gotta figure out what it is that God gave you and use it for your life. You know, so but I know God is real. I know God is real, and I know God. He uses His people. He uses His people, and you know, you may not be where you need to be spiritually to understand that if you don't get it. If you don't, yours poetry, really? I love poetry. I love stuff like that. Stuff that's just stuff that's calming to the mind and just relaxing, meditating type like that. Like I love poetry. Yeah, I love poetry. I like romantic stuff too. Yeah. But anyway, I'm finna go now. I done been here a whole hour past the time I was finna leave. Well, I'm finna go this time. I might go. I need to go and wash my little dishes. Every time you turn around, I'm cleaning up. I'm tired of cleaning up. I'm tired of cleaning up. Anyway, I'm finna go. Love y'all. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm kind of like y'all. Be like this girl just sitting here. I'm really just at peace. I'm just comfortable, chilled, just in my little element. But I'm just comfortable. I'm comfortable. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go though, cause I ain't gonna hold y'all no more talking, child. I'm glad you did, Lean. All right, y'all. I'll let y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love you. You're only a day away. Peace.